going on, everybody? This is Juden Carr, or just me once again. Life update. Another pretty soon life update. I haven't worked in almost 3 weeks due to snow accumulation, and I gotta say, it has been a crazy pair of 2 weekends with the snow. Excuse me. It's never gotten this bad. But I think I'm mostly grateful that we didn't get the power didn't go out, is what I'm trying to say. And I have also kind of recently this year, I'm pretty sure I made a video before, I'm not really sure, but I also kind of got into my aquarium hobby, where I have I kind of invested my time into building a hobby of mine. And it all started off by literally winning a goldfish at the fair last year. The one who won it for me was my girlfriend, but me and her both kind of participated in throwing balls into jars, in how many ever balls we got into the jars, the little ping pong balls, we would win a fish. And we did end up eventually winning one. Right now she's like a little massive. She's like a little big, but not too big. Bigger than when we first got her. And then from there, it led me to getting even bigger tanks. A bigger tank for her, my goldfish, and another bigger tank for community fish in my aquarium. I really just got into the aquarium hobby because I was so obsessed with it, and I also wanted to see how it was to have just my own ecosystem and also my aquarium. But it all came together as time passed. I'm noticing a fish in the corner, a little sad over there. I think it's an orange molly or orange platy, I'm not sure. Probably go to the pet store today and get her a friend. So I'll see what ends up happening. I literally just ate breakfast right now, so if I'm like trying to burp or something, that's what's going on. But a little bit of an update. I am no longer with the girlfriend I used to have before. We pretty much just cut it off a while back. We were just pretty much over everything. I ended up just pretty much sending her the other way because initially she was trying to we had gone a while without talking to each other. And it was like when she had first like moved out from here, and she got her own apartment, and I think I was dumb enough to help her move out to a new apartment. But what I didn't know is her jealousy with me being a little more gifted than her, in terms of like my parents giving me my car and her having to buy her own stuff. That's the part that really got to me, because she would always fight with me about, oh, the car that you drive is not yours. Like, who cares? Who cares? Like, at least I was blessed enough to be given a car when I first started driving. Like, that's besides the point. But yeah. And so, she would just go on about the stuff like all the time, and I would just be like, yeah, no, this is not gonna work out. So from there, I told her, you know what, you can, find somebody else to help you, move your stuff out, and I'll take you to go and leave the U-Haul and get the U-Haul, because she was moving stuff out of my house. And we got over there, and I waited until the movers, because she had hired some movers to move her stuff. And I waited, and pretty much after that whole ordeal was done, I kind of caught communication with her. And it wasn't until like a month later that I got to get into communication with her through my friend, my only best friend. He would, crazy enough, help her out all the time, with like making bouquets and stuff. And he would call me up and be like, yo, she wants to talk to you. So there wasn't any escape from that. I ended up trying to give her another chance. She blew that chance because she started showing even more entitlement. I tried to come around too before that, but she would just reject it. And then eventually, I kind of saw right through her, and the only reason she wanted to get me back was because she wanted to have a kid. And now, I watched a lot of motivational videos during COVID, and one thing that literally stuck to me is when a woman wants to have a kid with you, right? It's not always bad. It's not always a good or bad sign. But I just literally was like, I don't want to be a kid. Not be a kid. Be a dad to a kid at a young age. Like, why? Why would I want to, like right now, like I have a pretty good lifestyle. Why do I want to jeopardize that? Like, how do I know this girl isn't going to leave me? And we both kind of came to the conclusion to where we both weren't really sure about the relationship. But then again, it's like she didn't know. She knew what she was after because she knew that I had enough money, and she was probably financially struggling at the time, but probably making more than me. So I'm like, she just wants to get more of a payday for her business. And I just said no. I'm not gonna have any of that. So Valentine's Day, well, we were planning for Valentine's Day last year, and she was getting all cocky with me and stuff, saying like, oh, well, you're the man, you gotta pay, da 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 da. But keep in mind, the week before this, in the initial planning for Valentine's Day was coming around, she herself had called me up to help her set up arrangements, set up ornaments, set up flowers and everything for her business, because she was making a lot of money. She said, I will pay you in some way. And what did she freaking do? She threw me under the ringer. Didn't even pay me the whole amount. Lied to me, telling me, oh, you're gonna have to, I'm gonna have to pay back the stuff that I, pay back the credit that I used or whatever on my credit card. And then her apartment, her whole apartment was fucking messy. Like, literally, you'd go in there, like, she would send me to her apartment to go get stuff for her, because I guess I was getting paid. And she would send me into her apartment to go get some like gift paper or wrapping paper. It was a mess. And I only got like $50 out of that, even though I was supposed to get paid more. But never in my life again. Never in my life again. I will never put myself through that again. It's a good little journey. It was a good little adventure while you know, while it played through, but definitely not worth it. I mean, if you ask me, it's definitely not worth it. But yeah, that's the story time for my past relationship. My new relationship is going good. It's going good. I ended up breaking out of the cycle that I was in my last relationship, and I started talking to my new girlfriend. And my ex thought I was bluffing. She thought I was bluffing. She thought that I would not drive 1,300 miles just to go see my new girlfriend. In what felt like me the jumping the other side to the other mountain, because that's literally what it gave. My ex-girlfriend thought that I wouldn't be able, and I wouldn't drive that far, because my ex found out because of my best friend, who I referenced earlier. Excuse me. He told her, well, he didn't really tell her, but he was trying to make it seem like I was in North Carolina, where I live now. He was trying to make it seem like that. And basically, she kept on asking him, like, hey, where is he? Where is he? Even though, like, we weren't together anymore, right? And, oh, I gotta touch my phone. And basically what ended up happening, right, is, she kept on asking where I was, because, you know, my family was, I didn't tell my family where I went, because obviously they'd be like, oh, like, where are you? You know, like, come back home or something. So I ended up driving all the way to Minnesota. My friend was trying to cover my back, and eventually my little sister, that's younger than me, my last younger sister, she ended up telling my ex about it, and my ex ended up finding out. And at that moment, when I found out about this part of what was going on back at home, when I was on the way over there, I was a little surprised. I was a little, I don't know, just like, it surprised me. It was nice to see the other point of things while I was gone. And it felt like one of those moments to where I jumped the bridge to the other side. And I made it. But the thing about it is there's no way to go back. Like, the bridge is fallen. That mountain is never there. Kind of deal. I do get memories sometimes, about the good times in my old relationship, but I don't ever want to go back to that ever in my life. It was depressing. With my new girlfriend, we get to go out and visit her family in Minnesota from time to time. That's traveling, like driving or taking the airplane, but driving is more fun, even though it's more exhausting. I literally enjoy it. I literally enjoy that life, though. Like, I enjoy it so much. It's just, it's become a big part of my life, and it's really changed me. Changed me dramatically and changed me drastically. I'm just no longer in a depressed relationship. I'm basically free, but I have a better relationship, so, yeah. Yeah, it really did feel like jumping a very big cliff. That's for sure. And my ex thought I wouldn't. She thought I would just go crawling back to her den, but I didn't. And the thing is, the whole reason I even left was because that one cocky comment that she made. So, I guess it all started off because she wanted to go see somebody live at an arena close by, and she said that she would kind of pay for that, but she wanted me to pay for it. And then I mentioned dinner because I wanted to eat dinner too. Now, I wasn't really impressed she would pay for everything, you know, the dinner, the concert. Like, treat me because I helped you out for an entire day. Like, I was literally helping this girl getting Valentine's Day gifts and stuff ready for customers. And this girl would not pay for a concert ticket or for food for Valentine's Day. Like, it would have been her treat to me. It would have been her way of showing herself to me. No. It never happened. And so that's why I did what I did. Surely I moved on, maybe a little too fast, but I knew that I didn't want to be alone. But I knew that I needed a new challenge and a new environment, that was for sure. And I went for it. So I kind of advocate for anyone who's watching, if you have a dream or if you're in a horrible situation that you could probably get yourself out of, I recommend do that and go for something a little more. Go for something in a life that you have never tried. Get yourself out of your comfort zone, because I've gotten a few comments from my family that they've never driven that far like I have. They've never been out that far. Like, like I've never been. I had never been 1,300 miles traveling just to go see a girl, but it's a life-changing experience, especially one that pays off at the end. But yeah, I'll see you guys later.